Hi everyone, I'm Zishan Ahmad. My student ID is S1441024. In this video, I'm going to do some penetration techniques and some anti-penetration techniques. The first one, I'm going to discover the SSH port of the Ubuntu server, and then I'm going to create the password for the Ubuntu server, then going to shut down the Windows XP, and then we are going to monitor and do ARP spoofing for the Windows, and then in the anti-penetration measures I will be telling you that how to get yourself secured from all these attacks. So in here in the network I have Kali, I have Ubuntu live server, I have XP running, and I am doing all the functions on the Kali by using Kali command prompt, and I have this Ubuntu machine as well. I can use that. um, so firstly, so this is my Kali and that is my Ubuntu. I have taken all the systems on the same network. As we can see, they are pinging each other. So the first thing what we do, we are to go into ZenMap. We are going to do the Zen mapping over there. 192.168.10. We can do the star. What this is doing, this is going to scan all the IP addresses on the same network, which is internal network. Is going to scan all the IP addresses and all the open ports on the any IP address or on any server or desktop, whatever is that. So it is going to take some time, so I'm just pausing the video to make it shorter. Here you go. So all the scanning has been completed for all the IP addresses. So over here we have got all the IP addresses on the network. This is 192.168.10.3, and then we have .9 and .15. .15 belongs to the Windows XP in the virtual machine, and .9 belongs to the Kali. As you guys can see here, .9 belongs to the Kali, and then .3 is actually one which we need to attack on. This belongs to the server. And then what we can do, we can say that which port is open on the .3. So on the .3 22 port, which is SSH port, it is open on the Ubuntu server. So what we can do now, we can actually use a Hydra, X Hydra, to do the attack on Ubuntu live server. So what we need to do on the interface, we just type the IP address for the Ubuntu live server, which is 10.3, and then we select the port, which is 22, and we need to give it protocol as well, which is SSH, and we go to the password over there. If we know the username, we type over there, but we don't know it. So we select the user list. Actually I will tell you that how to create the user list too. I have given just a single name to user list and to the password list. So we go to the password list. You can actually create the separate ones as well, but I have given it a single name, same name actually. And you select the files in here, and then don't do much, and then we actually start it. It does take some time, it may take few minutes. Meanwhile I will show you that how to create that file. Over there what you do, you need to write this statement, crunch 44, this is actually size, and then you give it figures, and then you numericals, then you give it alphabets, and then you specify the path for the file creation, and this is the name. You need to give this name as well. Then you press enter and the file gets generated, and this is the actually file. This is a dictionary file or whatever you can say. And then this is the way how you create that file, which I was using in the X Hydra. So over there we can see that we have discovered the login for the Ubuntu live server, which is Ubuntu, and the password is osboxes.org. So what we can do, So here I just restarted the live server just to check that whether this password works or not. This is login is Ubuntu, Ubuntu, and then the password is OS BOXES .org. Then we press enter. Then we are logged into the Ubuntu server. You guys can see that, and then we can do whatever we want. I will tell you like how to prevent yourself from this type of attack on port 22. So what you do, you actually enable the firewall. I already installed the firewall into Ubuntu. So what you do, you write sudo ufw, then you allow allow SSH. No, sorry, you deny it. Once you do it, you need to confirm your password for that, and then we will see option over there that rule updated. So we can see port SSH. So what we do, we just enable the universal firewall, enable, and then what we need to do, we need to disable the port 22, which is more vulnerable and which is used to get the live server password and some other details. We say deny and then SSH. Hopefully it works. What it's doing, it's updating the rule here, so it means that 22 port has been disabled. Nobody can do this type of attack in future, and this is a preventive measure. I will come up with the next step now. I'm just scanning the same IP address for another time to see that whether the port is discoverable or not. So over here our Zen map is completed. We cannot see any port 22 being discoverable in here. You can see, and the IP address for the server is that one, 198.3 actually, which is not here with any of the ports. So our firewall has worked. And in the next step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut down the Windows XP, which is on the same network over here. And now what we need to do, so this is my second technique to shut down the Windows XP. What we do, in the first step, we need to write the MSF console. We actually go into the MSF console and then we do some other operations which make Windows more vulnerable to attack and to shut it down. Actually, we already know its IP address because we just discovered from the previous commands, which is right here. It's 192.168.10.15 for this one, and we had the .3 for the Ubuntu live server, and then we had the 10.9 for the Kali actual. And then in the next step we actually do search ms12. Then we actually wait for the next step to come in. It does take some time, done it many times, maybe few minutes. So here you go, we have got this window in front of us. What we do, we copy this first link just under description. We actually copy it and then we go to the down to the terminal, then we type use, then we paste the link down here, just hit the enter, and then we write show options, hit enter, and then write set our host. Then we actually write the IP address of the Windows XP, which is 198.168.10.15. just here. We actually discovered it before by using the Zen map.